It's payday. You open your banking app. For a moment, it looks okay. $3,750 sitting right there. Your whole month of work in one number, but you already know what happens next. Rent takes the first bite, then the car payment, then insurance, then the electric bill, the internet, the phone. By day 3, you've already lost most of it. And the worst part is, you did nothing wrong. You went to work, you earned that money, but somehow, the money was already spoken for before you even got it. That is not a budgeting problem. That is a system problem. And today, you're going to see exactly how it works. Most people think living paycheck to paycheck is about not earning enough, that if you just got a raise or a better job, the stress would stop. But according to a 2023 survey by Lending Club, 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and that includes people earning $100,000 or more. Let that sit for a moment. 6 figures, still broke by the end of the month. So what's actually happening here? Your income goes up, but your fixed costs go up faster. When you got your last raise, did your rent stay the same? Did your car insurance drop? Did groceries get cheaper? No, your rent probably went up 5% that year. Your groceries cost about 25% more than they did 3 years ago. Your health insurance premium crept higher. The raise felt good for about 2 weeks. Then the math caught up. This is the paycheck to paycheck trap. And it does not care how much you earn. It only cares how much the system takes before you get to decide anything. Here is what nobody explains about your paycheck. Before you spend a single dollar on something you want, your fixed costs have already claimed almost everything. Fixed costs are the bills that show up every single month, no matter what. Rent or mortgage, car payment, car insurance, health insurance, utilities, phone bill, internet, subscriptions, student loans. These bills do not care if you had a bad month. They do not care if your hours got cut. They arrive on the same day for the same amount every single time. And here is the dangerous part. Most people have no idea what percentage of their income goes to fixed costs. They just know the money disappears. Financial experts say your fixed costs should be around 50% of your take-home pay. That is the general guideline. But for most women, especially in expensive cities, fixed costs eat 70% to 85% of every paycheck. That means you are trying to live your entire life on 15% to 30% of what you earn. Food, gas, clothing, medicine, birthdays, emergencies, all of it, crammed into whatever is left over. And when something unexpected happens, a flat tire, a medical bill, a broken phone, there is no cushion. You are already at the edge. The trap is not that you spend too much on coffee. The trap is that your non-negotiable bills were already too high before you bought anything for yourself. Let's run the real numbers. Because once you see this, you will never look at your paycheck the same way. Say you earn $60,000 a year. That sounds like a solid income. But after federal taxes, state taxes, and payroll deductions, your take-home is roughly $45,000 a year. That is $3,750 a month. Now let's subtract your fixed costs. Rent, $1,400. That is the national median for a one-bedroom apartment. Car payment, $530. That is the average auto loan payment for women in 2024. Car insurance, $180. Health insurance. Your employer covers part, but your share is $200 a month. Utilities, electric, water, gas, $175. Phone bill, $85. Internet, $65. Subscriptions, streaming, cloud storage, maybe a gym, $75. Student loans, $350. Add those up. That is $3,060 in fixed costs every single month. You started with $3,750. Subtract $3,060. You have $690 left. But wait, you have not eaten yet. The average woman spends about $300 a month on groceries. Subtract that, $390. You have not bought gas yet. Average gas cost is about $150 a month. Subtract that, $240. You have not bought toiletries, cleaning supplies, or household basics. That runs about $60 a month. Subtract that. You are left with $180. That is $180 for the entire month, for clothing, for a birthday gift, for a doctor's copay, for anything unexpected. That is $6 a day. A woman earning $60,000 a year has $6 a day for her actual life. And if one single thing goes wrong, one emergency, one surprise bill, one car repair, she is in debt. Not because she was careless, because the math was never going to work. Now here is the part nobody talks about. The paycheck-to-paycheck cycle is not an accident, it is a business model. Think about who collects that $3,060 every month. Your landlord profits from the fact that rent increases have outpaced wage growth for 20 straight years. According to Harvard's Joint Center for Housing Studies, the median rent increased 21% between 2001 and 2021 after adjusting for inflation. Wages? They barely moved. Auto lenders profit because the average car loan is now stretched to 72 months, 6 years of payments. They make more in interest when the loan is longer. Insurance companies profit because premiums rise every single year, whether you file a claim or not. The average car insurance rate went up 26% in just 2 years. Student loan servicers profit from confusion. They do not make it easy to understand your repayment options, because when you do not understand, you pay the default amount, which is almost always more than you need to pay. And credit card companies, they are waiting in the wings. Because when your $180 runs out on day 12 and your car needs a $400 repair, you reach for the card. And that is when 24% interest kicks in. Every single player in your financial life benefits when you have no margin. The system does not want you to have a cushion. A cushion means you have choices, and choices are bad for their business. The objection you hear most is this: just make more money, get a side hustle, work harder, and yes, earning more helps. But according to the Federal Reserve's Survey of Consumer Finances, 37% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency. That includes people earning $75,000 a year. More money without a system just means more money disappearing. So here is what actually works. Step 1. Know your fixed cost percentage. Right now, today. Take your total monthly fixed costs and divide by your take-home pay. If that number is above 65%, you are mathematically trapped. You cannot budget your way out. You need to cut a fixed cost, not a latte, a fixed cost. Step 2. Attack the biggest flexible fixed cost first. That is usually your car payment or your rent. If your car payment is $530 a month, that is $6,360 a year going to a machine that loses value every single day. Could you sell that car and buy a reliable used car for $8,000 cash? That single move could free up $530 a month. That is $6,360 back in your life every year. Step 3. Automate your margin. Whatever you free up, do not let it float in your checking account. Set up an automatic transfer of $50 a week into a separate savings account. That is $2,600 in 1 year. That is your emergency fund. That is the cushion the system never wanted you to have. These are not luxury strategies. These are survival strategies, and they work whether you make $35,000 or $85,000. 2 people, both earning $60,000 a year. Same city, same bills, same starting point right now. Person A keeps doing what she has always done. She keeps the $530 car payment. She keeps all her subscriptions. She has no savings system. Every month, she ends with less than $200 left. When her car needs a $900 repair, she puts it on a credit card at 24% interest. She makes minimum payments. By the end of the year, she has added $2,400 in credit card debt. After 5 years, Person A has roughly $8,000 in revolving credit card debt. She is still living paycheck to paycheck. Nothing has changed except she now owes more. Person B watches this video today. She calculates her fixed cost percentage. It is 82%. She sells her car and buys a reliable used car for $8,000. Her car payment drops to $0. She redirects $200 a month to pay off the car loan faster. She automates $50 a week into savings. After 1 year, Person B has $2,600 in emergency savings. After 2 years, she has $5,200 saved and her used car is fully paid off. After 5 years, Person B has over $15,000 in savings, no credit card debt, no car payment, and the same $60,000 salary. Same paycheck, same city, same job. The only difference is what she learned today. You are not bad with money. You were placed inside a system that takes 82% of your income before you get a single choice. Nobody sat you down and showed you where it all goes. Nobody handed you the math, but now you have it. And that changes everything. You are not someone who just gets by anymore. You are someone who sees the trap and walks around it. This is not your fault. Nobody taught you this. But starting today, and knowing changes everything. Subscribe to She Starts Today because the lessons you deserved start now.